Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. I've done heaps of these sorts of pieces before. See if we can make this one come up a treat. Okay, let's see what we have here to demo with. Have here Sentinels of Stone, visual artist Linda Starkey. Interesting. Yeah. Another successful artist, obviously. Something that I haven't managed to do in my life as an artist, even though I've been working with photocopiers on and off since I was 13 and I'm now 51, and I'm really trying to get this shit to go to air on the 6 o'clock news. I really miss my partner Luigi. I can't find him, so I have to get on the news and find him there, which is really proving to be more difficult than I thought. And that's come up looking shit because we've got the edge of the page. Got to just overlap it, make it look better. Yeah, I don't know how. Art is a funny game, folks. It's like if you're just an artist who's ecking out a living, people don't recognise you. They don't see you. They don't notice. They don't see your talent or anything. But then if you're a successful artist, you become popular and you get all sorts of praise. You make a lot of money. It really sucks. It's a real sucky of a contrast you have between the artists that make it and the artists that fail. And it's like you just can't get anywhere in between. You're either a failure or a success. And unfortunately, I haven't found success yet. I'm trying to get recognised for what I can do, not what I can't do. I don't want my future to be destroyed by me having to concentrate on what I can't do because I'm unable to work in a normal job, to be able to work in a job where I can earn enough money and to make a happy living doing a so-called day job. I have no choice but to pursue what I'm doing here. This is me. This is who I am. This is my talent. This is my life, folks, and I'm not going to give it up just because my past is haunting me and making me feel like I'm a failure. I'm not going to let my past dictate my future, folks. And if the past wants to do that, I'm going to kick the living shit out of it until it fucking dies. I'm going to kick it, folks. I'm going to kick my fucking past. I'm going to fucking kick it. Kick the living shit out of it. And the people that, well, not physically kick the people, but kick them verbally. But if they want to remind me of my stupid past, like my dad and my brother, they can go fuck themselves. And that's none of their fucking business, folks. None of their fucking... My dad and my brother are some of my worst critics, as they don't recognise me as an artist. There's a certain family dynamic that makes me feel lolly and stupid. So I don't talk to either of them anymore because they just make me feel so rotten. They do, they make me feel so horrid. Now that shit house, it's too fucking big. I don't know why we're doing it like that. But yeah, I don't subscribe to my dad and my brother anymore. They can go fuck themselves. If they want to treat me in a condescending manner or bullying or teasing manner, they can go stick this up their arse and gyrate. Fuckwits. Just because I'm not successful yet. I know that if I was earning a lot of money, my dad and my brother would be licking my asshole. Instead of treating me like shit. So I'm going to prove them wrong and get them to start licking away at my asshole, so to speak. I know it's a pretty gross thing to say, nasty kind of thing, but really I don't have any time for their bullshit. This one's been a little bit tricky for some reason. I don't seem to be getting the enlargements right. And that's come up looking better. I don't like this void there and that void. But yeah, I don't feel good about myself in front of my dad or my brother. I really don't. I feel small, I feel stupid, I feel foolish. They make me feel so fucking little. And I don't want to be around people who make me feel that way. I don't want to be around people like that. They're toxic. My dad and my brother are toxic. They're fucking toxic like shit. And I'm not going to fucking entertain their bloody bullying. If Dad wants to be condescending to me, like he often is, and trying to twist and bend my head, well, he can go fuck himself. He can go take his bullshit elsewhere and stick it up his ass. Because he's an asshole, and unfortunately my brother has inherited what appears to be an asshole gene from my father. My dad's side of the family, the Huddy side, are just a fucking bunch of rejects. They're a bunch of defective fucking idiots. They're defective, folks. They've got a defective bullying and teasing gene, particularly in the male side of the family, that gets passed down from generation to generation, because my granddad was an asshole, my dad's an asshole, and my brother is a fucking asshole. So they can all take their fucking asshole genes and stick it up their fucking asshole, see where it takes them there. So I don't have patience with that kind of shit anymore. I won't tolerate it. I revolt. I revolt against it, folks. By not talking to my dad or my brother or seeing them, because then they lose their balance of power and they can't do anything because I'm not there to listen or anything. So I take back my fucking power and my rights, and I want to assert my right to be an artist, to be me, to be who I am, not fucking listen to those little shitheads, which is my dad and my fucktard brother. Yeah, looks really faded. Looks really, yeah, looks shit house, folks. Actually, it looks good in some ways, but it looks a bit like it's been, like there's too much. The darkness has made it more, I don't know, I like it in a way. It's got a happy, airy sort of feel to it. Maybe we could run it like that. Because yellow is a colour I associate with happiness instead of blue, and there seems to be less blue in this than I anticipated. And the thing I hate about my dad is my dad likes to stir me up and make me explode in a blind rage. So the thing is, he does that, and basically he likes to ask me, how are you feeling? It's like, fuck off, Dad, how are you feeling? What, you want to say ask me how I'm feeling when you've been winding me up like a top, just like the kids at school used to do, teasing and bullying me? Go fuck yourselves in your teasing and bullying, Dad. You can shove it up your fucking hole, up your ass. How do I feel? I feel shit because of you. Fuckwit. Feel shit because of you, Dad. You kicked me out of your fucking house and threw me on the fucking street, you fuckwit. Back in 2014, I am not happy with that. I'm not happy having to spend... I've been miserable since then, folks. He made me miserable. He didn't just wind me up, he fucked me up. I've been living here for more than 9 years and I've only just started to see the clouds lift, and I'm still not feeling happy. I'm not feeling happy in this place. This is not home. It would be nice if Dad could be a real dad, not a fucking teaser and a bully like the kids at school who really loved to hear me explode. I don't respect you, Dad. You're just like one of them, and you're going to the same prison camp or gulag as they are in my head. And I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to respond to you. If you want to send me a text, fuck you. If you have a heart attack, fuck you. Good. I'm glad your heart's failing. Maybe you'll think more about life and death, you fuckwit. And if you're going to fear death, I hope you're scared of death, Dad. I hope you fucking fear death, you fucking asshole, and you'll learn a lesson. And if you have a heart attack and die, I'm not going to go to your fucking funeral, slut. I'm not going to your fucking funeral, dick. How are you? How are you feeling? How fucking stupid, dumbass question is that? I hope you're fucking feeling good with your heart failure, with your heart problems. I hope you're feeling bad, actually, but I'm being sarcastic good. Yes. Anyway, enough of that rant. I think we can now call this demo finished.